Well, the first of the few horses we've picked out to show you guys at Sledmere Stud is lot 564. He's a colt by Zebedee, who's by Invincible Spirit. We'll all may have heard of I Am Invincible. He's doing a wonderful job here in Australia. He's a lovely coloured horse, beautiful grey. Again, you don't see too many greys. But he's got great length. He's extremely powerful behind. And remembering, we're sort of 7 weeks out of the sale day. So these horses are still very raw, a little woolly in the coat, as you can sort of see. He's starting to lose his coat on his shoulder, and it's nice and shiny. He's got a little bit more coat over his back. Here, buddy. Just a little walk up there for us, thank you. As you can see, he uses himself really, really well. Again, this is all new to him as well. He hasn't been taught to lead up that often, so this is something that they'll gain experience on over the next 3 or 4 weeks. They'll have numerous parades like this. He's out of an O'Reilly mare who's done a terrific job as a broodmare sire. The late O'Reilly, who's a stay-in from Waikato Stud in New Zealand. Brilliant stand in his own right, and then he's gone on to be a really, really good broodmare sire. Now, a lot of things that I like to see in yearlings, remembering that there's just so many horses that you've got to get through to look at, but it's all about eliminating things you don't like when you're looking at yearlings, and we'll see some of these horses numerous times, the My Runner team. But he's got nice, neat, short cannons. If I come in there without him kicking me, I'll show you. That little bone there, just nice short cannon, good long forearm, and he comes up to a good deep shoulder. Lovely bright iron head, as you can see. As you come down his back, from his hip to his tail, there's plenty of depth and strength. So a really, really nice horse, and we'll endeavour to see him again a couple of times between now and sale day. But a nice colt, lot 564 from Sledmere Stud. Well, again, another nice colt here at Sledmere, and by a stand that is very well renowned for getting a lot of 2-year-olds, by Exceed and Excel. You think of Exceed and Excel, you think of horses like Guelph, Earthquake, Flamberge, Helmet. He just gets a terrific amount of early speed horses that go on and become top Australian Group 1 horses. And this bloke here, again, remembering it's very early days, you know, he's still got so much to do as far as the preparation of him is concerned, but he looks precocious, he looks early, he looks everything that Exceed and Excel leaves. Again, he's got the lovely short cannons with the long forearm. He's got a great bright eye. You know, he's still a little woolly and what's not, but again, 7 weeks up his sleeve to drop all that, and all the guys like Isabella here will do a lot of preparing and brushing. But a lovely horse, beautiful bright eye, great deep hip. He's got a beautiful wither set right down his back. Just a little walk for it there for us, please, Isabella. And again, he uses himself from the tip of his nose right down to the tip of his tail. Really, really going places. He stretches right out. As you can see. A really good family as well. He's out of a Strategic mare. Strategic's doing a terrific job as a broodmare sire of late too. He's sort of getting to an age now where you're seeing a lot more of his mares with a lot more progeny on the track, and they're doing a really good job. And she's a half sister to a horse that won 5 Group 1s in appearance. Was an absolute superstar. And just a really, really strong family, and everything you want to see in a colt of this quality. But he's a really nice horse, very happy, and I'll be very happy to see him again leading into the sale. Nice colt, lot 829. Another beautiful colt from the Sledmere draft. It's lot 244. This colt's by the 5-time Group 1 winner in Dissident. This is Dissident's first foal, so these are his first crop. And I've got to say, everyone's talking about him. And so far I've only seen about 6, but They've just got love it. They've all looked like this. They've got beautiful depth and great shoulders and great hips. Really good bright eyes, good marking. They move well. A little interesting point on this colt is if you have a look at the front, you got a question mark as a blaze. You even got the little white dot right there on his nose. Beautiful colt. Just a little walk for us, thanks. From a good family. From the family of Headwater, Algrinda, River Delta. And as I said, remembering it's 7 weeks out of the prep, so these boys are all a little boisterous, a little jumpy, still learning their trade. But between now and January 10, just a little stand there, thanks. They'll do a hell of a lot of parading, and they love it. They come in, they're fed, they're rugged, they're groomed. But again, very athletic colt this. This is a horse I'm really looking forward to seeing how he prepares over the coming weeks. I dare say he'll be a beautiful colt come January 10. He'll really prepare into himself. He's owned by China Horse Club, led by Michael Wallace. Very good judges of bloodstock. And it's terrific. They've bought some of these lovely mares, and sometimes those big organisations, they buy these beautiful mares and you don't get the opportunity to buy out of them again because they usually race them. But China Horse Club's a little different. Every mare they buy and every yearling they breed, they sell. So just terrific for everybody. But look, really, really nice horse. He'll be one we'll be keeping an eye on. The My Runners team will be looking at plenty of times. He's a beautiful colt. Well, one colt that particularly caught my eye is lot 504. This is the Wangina colt. Wangina, this is his first crop foals. Wangina's a really one of the Australian Guineas, a Group 1 horse. He's by Schnitzel. Schnitzel's the most prolific sire in Australia at the moment, but you'll come across, he's flying. They're one of the best resources of 2-year-old sprinters in Australia come by Schnitzel. And this bloke looks all of that, like he has just a phenomenal big strong hip. Lovely cut hocks. Short little cannons into a long forearm, beautiful shoulder. Big strong solid head, looks tough. And more importantly, he's out of a Group 1 in Costa del Lago mare. In Costa del Lago mares have just been amazing of late, especially, well, throughout actually, but of late, you know, we've seen horses like, you know, the Caulfield Guineas horse in Mighty Boss, Divine Prophet and Pending, Happy Clapper, all out of Encosta Lago mares. Just a walk, thanks. The Encosta Schnitzel Cross has seen the Group 1 winner in Summer Passage. So this exact cross has seen many stakes horses, Group 1 horses and current Group 1 horses. He's extremely bright, he's on the toe, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this horse develop over the next 7 to 8 weeks, which doesn't seem a lot, 7-8 weeks, but in a young yearling's life, it is a long time. And I think this horse will turn inside out and be one that will be very, very, very fond of, just to stand there. All you guys, with a bit of luck, will attack this colt. He really, really has caught my eye and the My Runners team, and I think he'll be a horse we'll be talking a bit about over the next couple of months. Nice colt. That is the Wangina colt from Apuku by lot 504. Lot 394 is this lovely Savabeel colt. Savabeel has been an amazing stand in New Zealand. He's sired many Group 1 horses, and in Australia he's killing it here as well. Lovely coloured horse, which Savabeel's prone to leave. He loves to leave these dark horses, a bit like himself. Savabeel won a Cox Plate. He's a very, very good racehorse. And this colt's come all the way from New Zealand, which is interesting for Australian buyers. You know, you can tap into these New Zealand pedigrees, and everybody knows that New Zealand has been renowned for producing many staying types of horses that come over here and kill it throughout the Melbourne Carnival. And this colt is exactly that. Often these horses that they're not overly precocious, you've got to give them a little bit of time, more of a 3-year-old type. They've got great length, and he's just got so much developing to do, which he will do. So a different type of horse to the couple that we've discussed in the Wangina. Those types of stands, these Savabeels are very much the makeup of a horse that just needs that little bit more time, but when they do make it, you've got a lovely horse for a long time. Just have a little walk for us there, thank you. As you can see, he uses himself really, really well. So these horses are packed up and flown over from New Zealand to Australia, and farms like Sledmere are asked to prepare them the yearling for the Magic Millions, of which is happening here. So this horse has been through a bit, but they're very adaptable horses. They've got their mates around them, they relax and they learn to just travel, and they jump on the crate in the plane and they fly over, and they arrive here in such good condition. Like, this horse has only been in Australia 2 or 3 weeks, and you can see he's taken no harm from the trip. He's shining, he's eating, he's happy, and he's a really, really nice colt. So this is lot 394 by Savabeel from a Pins mare, and he'll be one to follow over the next few weeks. I really think he's going to develop into a lovely horse, and we'll see a bit more of this bloke. Well, Royston, thanks for having us, mate. It's been a beautiful afternoon, and we've seen all 31 of your yearlings, and happy with your bunch?
Yeah, very happy. We've got a nice selection of sort of new stallions and well-proven stallions. So yeah, very happy with them so far. It's obviously early in the prep, but all going good. Yeah,
it's funny for us to drop in a bit early, isn't it? Like, usually you start to do parades probably a little later, but for us it's good because you get to see some of these yearlings that have got a long way to go, and they're going to develop a lot over the next 7 weeks or so. But we appreciate you letting us come on and have a look at the My Runners team. What a farm, Roy, you know, and I've got to say, I know you well. Not many managers can claim that they do everything from scratch to the end, whether it be fencing, whether it be the horses, whether it be vetting. You play a huge role here at Sledmere, and you should be proud of yourself, because it's a beautiful farm.
Yeah, it's a lovely farm. It's obviously a farm, as you know, but the guys might know that my wife took over from her granddad. The farm's nearly 100 years going now. We've obviously started to redevelop a bit more in the last few years and expand a little bit, but yeah, lovely old property, and it's really coming together, and it's obviously not just me, it's a great team effort from everybody involved to get the work done we've done over the last couple of years. But yeah, all coming together, and nice now to be selling some lovely horses for some great clients.
Yeah, that's right, mate, and they're credit to you, the horses too, they look terrific. Yeah, 1920 the family kicked off. It's a long time, and a lot of history, whether it be Melbourne Cups or Group 1 sprinters. They've all sort of, you know, they've dawned the Sledmere brand.
Yeah, it's all sort of started down with my wife's grandfather down in Melbourne, Geelong. The STA brand has been on many a Melbourne Cup winner, and many good horse over the years. So yeah, it's nice to be sort of continue that going for her family and all involved.
Yeah, well, it's a credit to you. It's a beautiful farm to you and Katrina, and like, as we stand here and we just look, like, the horses are very, very content and happy. It is really, really, really a nice farm. It's a beautiful place. Thank you very much, Roy, for having us, and good luck at the upcoming sales.
Thank you.